This is a review of every game from DreadX Collection 5. I will spoil a lot of stuff, so if you care about spoilers, here's a quick table showing my scores on the game. And with that, let's get into the video. Outpost 3000. This is the game's hub. Unlike Dread 2's Puzzle House and 3's Spooky Graveyard, where you can find a bunch of the puzzles and solve them all at once and then play the games one after another, this is more similar to 4's research base in that you are forced to play the games between the puzzles. Although it seems like just launching a game suffices to unlock the next puzzle. Outpost 3000 puts you in a Chuck E. Cheese-esque birthday party with a cake and an unfinished comic book. At the beginning, everything is locked off and the comic is unfinished. You explore around a little bit until you find a present in the men's bathroom. Such is the play cycle. You go to the cake and unlock a game using your present, play the game, and then when you come back, a new comic page is added to your comic book. Now it's time to look around for a second comic page lying somewhere around. Finding the comic page will open up a room containing a puzzle for you to solve, and the reward is another present upon which returning to the table will grant you another unlock for one of the 12 games. I enjoyed this hub and thought it was one of the best so far. Hansbody is a simple game where you play as a weak child who is bullied by everyone. Your mission is to collect 7 flowers and drop them in the well, but in doing so you also have to dodge people who will run into you, throw rocks at you, piss on you, etc. It can get very frustrating, and if you get hit enough times, the town will collectively decide that you aren't in a festive enough mood and throw you in the barn with the pig, where you get pissed on. Successfully gathering the 7 flowers will give you the power of Satan to exact your revenge on everyone. Sadly, this game is so boring that this is hardly cathartic. I didn't care for this game very much. Gallery is about a girl who starts working for a mysterious gallery owner. However, the owner is an alien who only knows about human culture through art, and through its childish eyes created a twisted gallery where the works of art are made from people. The girl is subsequently kidnapped and fused with some eldritch entity, and you are the guy investigating it. All of the spirits hate the gallery owner and want you to help them exact revenge so they can be free. Very pretty game, but it often feels directionless. Towards the end, it gets pretty frustrating, so you might want to lower the difficulty if the monsters are harassing you too much. Gallery was okay. The Book of Blood. This game puts you in a carnival. You're at the end of your night shift when you come across a book full of cryptic runes, and a clown-ass guy who likes to sneak up on you and grin while pretending to want to stab you. I had to look up a guide for this because it was too cryptic. Basically, the line on the circle points to where the symbol should be, and solving these first pages will give you the page numbers where the symbol you're looking for is. Find the symbols and fill out the book and perform the ritual and you're done. There are several first aid kits scattered around the carnival in case you're bad at spamming left click. Occasionally, the power will go out and you'll have to look at the map to find where the circuit breakers are. On one of your repair trips, you might find the spray can, but if not, it's in the middle of the carnival. Just look in the booth. It was alright. By the way, the laggy footage was because of me streaming and recording at the same time. The game does not lag like this. Karao, or maybe Karao, is a game about a girl that gets kidnapped and taken to Texas by a couple of creeps to be chained up in a cage. You are just kind of there, and you end up on a paranormal journey that ends in you finding her. The game is called Karao, but has hardly anything to do with karaoke. The game is directionless and frustrating. Get ready to look at the guide a lot because a lot of stuff is unclear. Didn't care for it. In Rotten Stigma, you're playing as a former cop or something. Your daughter got swallowed up in an earthquake and indoctrinated into a cult where they do messed up experiments on kids. This is a short survival horror game, so standard rules apply. Like in Resident Evil, you shouldn't just unload your gun on every monster you come across, or else you'll run out of ammo. If you don't have to kill a monster, don't. There is no reward. Just explore until you gain the coins for the pool and find the secret Umbrella Laboratory and you're golden. This is my favorite game in the collection, which isn't saying a lot, but I really do like it. And then right after my favorite game is what I consider to be the worst game in the collection, Spirit Guardian. This game is a janky mess. I'm not even going to elaborate on it, I'm just going to show you the rant from my playthrough. This game is unfinished, like very, very unfinished. And I know the point that these are supposed to be short demos, but there's still a level of finish that they have to be, and this ain't it. Half the time I press the F key, the flashlight will not respond. And I'm pretty sure that this hide and seek is broken. Because I have been trying to do this shit for I don't know how long, probably 20 minutes? And it's really pissing me off. And it doesn't help that everything is so poorly fucking lit. Like, there are lights. How the fuck is it so dark right here when there is a light right there? It doesn't make sense. It's just dark to be fucking dark. And I can't see shit. And they use this to throw the fucking flashlight in there. So it's this arbitrary thing you have to lug around with you. And then on top of that, you have dialogue breaking on you. Like when I first started this, it said, press E to open the door. And then the prompt wouldn't go away, so I had to restart the game to make it come back. Then I have shit that I'm dropping on the floor disappearing. Because I left the house and I came back in because I went outside looking for the ghosts. Didn't find them. And then everything despawned, so I had to restart again. And both times I'm not able to find these ghosts, or the single ghost, in this hide and seek game. I have been all the fuck around the entire house, at least where I'm able to get to, and I can't find shit. And then this bitch harasses me with that shitty JPEG. And look at this. When I look away, you can see, like, look there. See how it lights up? She can't get you when you're crouching. I really feel like a fucking jackass just walking around over and over again, trying to see if I hear some kind of sound cue. Was that it? Don't you love having to deal with physics jank? Are you fucking serious? Fuck off. You were just in here, bitch. See, now this is cute. Terrible game. We Never Left is a text-adventure walking simulator hybrid. You are house-sitting for a friend to play-test his latest game, but as you are playing, you uncover some disturbing evidence. My only complaint is that the text parsing is janky. These are sitting inside. Take keys. Hello? 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 I went on a whole rant about it, explaining how to make a text parsing engine. Good game. I'm conflicted for Vestige. The point-and-click interface is really weird and out of place, and the plant watering simulator is a slog. But the meat of this game is the Tony Hawk-esque delivery simulator where you play as a skeleton on a motorcycle. It's just goofy enough to offset how irritating it is when your dead friend decides to get in your face and point. It was alright. Rezver is a funny one because a lot of people say this is the worst in the collection, but honestly, it's not even that bad. It's just weird. It's short and directionless, but it's over very quickly. Ludo Malaca, the board game. I'm a sucker for this type of Midnight Man, summon a demon and evade him until 3:33 in the morning, creepy pasta ritual type stuff. In this case, you are alone playing a board game and must avoid this entity who is really just your dad in disguise, angry that you aren't in bed. You don't finish the board game, you get trapped with a cute little skeleton instead. The chases were annoying, but it was alright. The other worst game, Beyond the Curtain, with its curtain. In this game, you go beyond the curtain into a directionless castle where you can barely see and avoid some stabby puppets until you wind up in some guy's large intestine running from a tapeworm. One of the hallways reminds me of a nightmare I had when I was 3, so that gives it a bit of a bump. All in all, not worth a second play. And finally, Interim. You push an eye into an eye and then run from a blender trying to place and climb 2x4s with janky physics. The live action sequences are cute though. And that concludes my review of DreadX Collection 5. Overall, pretty weak collection, honestly. It's nothing compared to 3 or 4, which in my opinion were the best of DreadX. Despite my disappointment, I do still look forward to future DreadX collections. I love this series.